There must have been some mould in my homebrew wine, because yesterday I decided to throw some money at iRacing. Now, I've been a bit of a filthy iRacer on and off over the years, but generally just took advantage of the offers they did and stuck very much to the basic content. So there you go, in a moment of lunacy I decided to buy the tracks required for the Skip Barber Sailboat series, which should allow me to complete an entire season in that, and I also bought a bunch of tracks for the Star Mazda, which is actually like a car rather than a boat, so that should be a little bit more fun. But I thought the Skip Barber would be a good starting point, as it's a very active series on iRacing, so there should be a lot of people there, and with the DK2 it should make the sailing a little bit more exciting, especially when drifting into other boats during the start of a race. So that's where we find ourselves in this video, doing the qualifying at Donington, which is a really nice track actually, and I have to say the laser scan detail of the road surface absolutely stunning. And of course with the Oculus Rift DK2 you really do get to appreciate the undulations and the precision of the placement of objects in the environment. And I really appreciated the plastic deck chairs that had been left out to the side of the pit lanes, which just made me feel like I wanted a cup of tea and a sandwich, to be honest. But we actually had to do some racing as it was a qualifying session, so I got on with that, and that's where this video is. Unfortunately there was only one other person in this session with me, but you know, that's probably a good thing, as I haven't had much time to do that much sailing with this boat in the past, so luckily that meant I had the track to myself to lay down a lap time. And well, the final lap time I put down was about 1.5 seconds off pace, so I definitely need to do a little bit more practice, learn how to get the car into the corners. The Skip Barber boat requires a really weird driving method, which I think is fantastic for learning how to drive fast and get the concepts of carrying speed through a corner. But because I've been driving a lot more faster cars in other simulators and GT cars, things that have a little bit more grip and generally handle a bit more like a car, and are driven more on the throttle rather than driven through sort of momentum and carrying speed through corners in the special way that you float the Skip Barber, it's just a bit of a challenge. But that's really nice to actually come into something that is challenging. Of course, if you don't have iRacing, there's a Skip Barber in R-Factor 2, which is absolutely fantastic. They surprisingly drives quite different from the iRacing Skip Barber. They both have the same general characteristics. I'm not sure how either lines up to reality. You know, driving simulators are driving simulators. You just take what you can get, to be honest. But I definitely recommend trying the iRacing one. It seems perfectly fine. And the R-Factor 2 one. I don't think it's in any other simulators that I'm aware of. So I'm going to do a video of a Skip Barber regatta later on. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. Of course, if you don't want me to do boring, droning iRacing commentary videos, let me know that as well, and I won't do any. I probably still will, but I'll pretend that I've listened to the comments. That's what I generally do. And well, thanks for watching. I don't know how anyone could enjoy this, but apparently some people might, and that's the hope. And I hope it's actually nice where you are, because right now in England, out of the window, it's just grey, miserable, and there's some birds sat on the tree that look borderline suicidal, to be honest. And at least we've got virtual reality to transport us to other places that are nice and not as depressing. But there you go. So what a happy ending. Thanks for watching the video. I'm just going to have a cup of tea. That's all you can do. And I'll see you. Goodbye.